Hello, everybody. Hope all is well. Hello, everybody. Hope all is well. We are here in our master class. Happy Tuesday, August 22nd, everybody. Can't wait to break bread. Can't wait to get to meet all you guys and can't wait to hear your questions when it comes to all things entrepreneurship, business, as well as skill trade. So can't wait to hear from you guys. Can't wait to see what you guys are working on in the back end. So if you guys are just jumping on, we are live on Instagram live as well as YouTube live. So if you, at any point you want to go back to the program, you can feel free to jump back on Instagram and or YouTube to check out this recording. So how is everybody doing so far? Happy Tuesday, August 22nd. Happy Tuesday, August 22nd. How is everybody doing today? Just wanted to check up on you guys. We have a few familiar faces. Fly in. How you doing? Andrew, Elite, Landeros, Brian, Brandon, Elite, Diamond. How are you guys? How is everybody? Good to see you guys. Happy Tuesday, August 22nd. Can't wait to hear from you guys, see how you guys are doing week-wise, see how you guys are doing industry-wise, and just wanted to open up today. We're going to be doing a Q&A session. If there's any questions, concerns that you guys are facing throughout your, always here for the more. Appreciate you, brother. I want to see what are you guys up to? If you guys are experiencing anything out in the field, our chat is opened as well on YouTube. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to jump in, ask away, anything entrepreneurship, anything that you guys are working on as a goal, we can now process together. So feel free to ask away. This one is for you guys. So we're going to jump right into it. And if you guys don't, we can start with a story or a goal of what we are going to be working with by the end of August. But let's jump on this one. So we already have a good question, starting off with Landeros Electric. And guys, at any point, as I start doing a breakdown of the questions, if you guys who are experienced contractors feel free that you want to chime in as well, let's do that. Let's get everybody involved. All right. So at any point, if you guys have a suggestion or if you guys experience something or have an example that you guys want to share, feel free to jump in. But we're going to start with our first question that came in by Landeros_electric. And he's asking, hey, Will, so I had a customer say that they won't pay for drive time. Is okay to add drive time? ? Now, when I process a question or when I come into a scenario, especially when it comes into business, how I operate, I divide it mentally into two parts. Is this a hard skill question or is this a soft skill? Hard skills, we understand, is the physical work. It's the physical task of completing things to get a nice product, a nice service to the end user. Soft skills, scheduling, leadership, communication, office work, back end stuff. So this goes to the soft skill side of things. So we go back to Landeros. Your question is, the homeowner said they're not going to pay for drive time. First of all, what was the agreement between you and the end user, you and your customer? When did you have that communication with them? Did you basically sell this as a T&M job where you said, hey, as long as the clock's running, that's what your bill's going to be? I know we had a few individuals that we spoke to, like Stelman, where he just commented, where he gave his example of why he doesn't like T&M, how it doesn't do justice on both ends. One, you don't get paid for your skill, your true work up front, but then the homeowner also has that fear that you're milking the job. So that's an approach. How did you have that communication? What was that communication between you, Landeros, and the end user, your customer? Did you have a price up front, or did you say T&M basically? Because when you do T&M, now you have that bottleneck, you have that choke point where the customer's like, why am I going to pay you for that travel time? You see, you agreed on hourly. That's why those type of jobs, if you're not very careful with it, it can become very, very sloppy. If you're going to do T&M, you have to write down the fine details of that. For example, everybody runs and operates their business differently. Stellman likes to give one flat rate up front. For myself, with my service-based contracts that I have a bulk price of T&M. I break it down. Basically, I'm charging either a 4 or an 8-hour minimum for the service calls that I go to. So yes, I break it down to an hourly, so I know I'm always covered, but I'm always going to either send a bill of 4 to 8 hours. So does that make sense? So yet it's in hand with what Stillman says. So at the end of the day, when I finish a job, I'm giving them one price, either for half a day or a full day. If a service call takes an hour, I'm still sending the minimum 4-hour call. To me, that T&M is helpful. It's helpful in the case where I have so many crews and we have so many issues when it comes to service where we don't know what we're going to run into. But I have a relationship with my contractor that I'm working for. Right now, we're expanding into 30 different franchises in the next 5 years. So the relationship that we built up is close to none. Many people don't have that luxury where they can have that honest conversation. Hence, this conversation that you're having with your the customer that you're working for. So that's very difficult, especially with you have the terms. So now, if you do happen to do T&M and you have that invoice, if you have that estimate, that bid, if that contract that you said, hey, this is how we're going to operate our business, those should have been defined in the terms. Hey, travel time, going to the store is another big expense that not a lot account for. Hey, you got to buy material. Yes, well, you know you're going to mark up the material, but you're not including that drive time that it takes half hour to get to the store, wait online for 45 minutes, another half hour back. The homeowner thinks all of that's included. So with that in mind, yeah, if you went the T&M route, it's very difficult because so many people are going to think you're exploiting and taking advantage of that. But at the same time, if you happen to write it down clearly with the terms, the agreement where they can say, hey, this, and I know some states don't allow you to do T&M, but there's 49 other states. So 49 other states where different laws apply. So you want to make sure that you go careful whatever your state allows. But like, for example, me on the East Coast, we're able to do that. And everywhere where we franchise to, we're able to do that. So now that also applies to the industry you're in. Electric is very much well and different compared to other ones. Fly-in Polish sausage. Brother, you work in septic install tanks, right? So when you do a project, T&M, you would lose a lot more money than a service contractor who doesn't know what he's getting into, where he can't bill appropriately because it's service. He doesn't know what the issue is. If you're doing a new construction, whole build, and you do that T&M, for the most part, you're going to lose money. You're going to be roughing up a house in a week. So you're only charging $5,000 if you do that. So T&M applies differently. There's different ways of pricing a job, pricing structures, winning bids, winning grants. All of those come into play, especially when it comes to the specific niche you're in. But now let's jump into some of the questions or comments that we have from some of the people who already been blowing up. They already jumped in on this one. So we have Stellman saying flat rate to show up, a call out fee, correct. So you could do T&M with a call out fee as well in those terms. Elite services. So we have an HVAC, we have electrical with us, as well as septic tank installs. So we have 3 different industries right now, and they're all going to be chipping in. We agree on hourly rate. Landeros, that's when he said he's basically doing T&M. Stellman now jumps in and says, you have to cover the day. Guys get paid for the day. It's what I explained. Exactly. So whatever your hourly rate is, you're just multiplying that by 8. So we are all charging hourly rate. It's just you're basically saying the price upfront for the day if you think it's going to take 4 or 8 hours. I break mine down half at full days. So that's exactly in line what Stillman says. I just break it down into those little sections. I have a minimum. Like my 4 hour minimum is with my call out fee also. So that's some things you want to take into consideration. Flying Polish Sausage, who's the septic tank. I'm actually going to see you. Oh, Stillman, Flying Polish Sausage. He's going to be at the Vault conference as well. So you guys will get to touch base also, get to meet in person. He's an awesome, awesome, awesome guy. I met him at Mar-a-Lago. We were at Mar-a-Lago together. So you're going to meet an awesome, awesome individual. I never do that. I always bid by the job, septic tank installations and servicing, correct? Am I from Texas, sir? So Texas is different from California. Stillman agrees with Polish Sausage by bidding on the job. Stillman then follows up with, I could approach with a girly rate with a 2 hour minimum. So Stillman's over here knocking it now. Hourly. Oh, not girly. Oh, so he had to type in. Oh, I was about to say, yo, Stillman's taking shots. You know, I'm doing pretty well on my little girly hourly, man. I'm doing pretty well out here, so I can't complain. Stillman, awesome. Polar Sausage, awesome. Stillman's just cracking up. But Landeros, did that answer your question, brother? I know it's difficult now because now you know you're in a situation where the homeowner's already arguing or judging or basically fighting back your bill now because he doesn't want that. Now it's how do you resolve that? That comes down to communication. That comes down to leadership now. What type of individual do you want to be remembered as now? So this is opportunity where you're going to use your communication skills. You're going to use leadership and you're going to use, we got a few people jumping on. So we have a few people jumping on. Landeros, I'm going to have you jump on first because these are opportunities for you to learn that now. So let's see if you jump on, brother. Here he is. How you doing, Killa?
Man, I'm just trying to make it work, man.
There we go. There we go. That's all we can do. Everyone's in the same situation because now we see how you got into this situation. Now it's like how we're going to remedy it, right?
Yes.
So that comes down once again to the soft skill side of things. So it's going to be big on communicating right now.
Yeah, that's what I told her that if she wants to, sit down and talk, and so we can come up with a solution. But whenever when I first started working for them, doing jobs, I was bidding the jobs because that's what I like to do too. That way, there's no loose ends or whatever. But then I guess it was a little too much for them, so they thought that going the hourly rate was gonna be better for them.
Yeah.
But you never know what you're gonna get into.
Yep.
So sometimes you could be done in 30 to an hour, but then you get into this situation where it's more than what you thought it was gonna be. So and now like today, I send her the invoice. Right, my day starts at 8, so it takes me about an hour to get to the place where she works.
Mm-hmm.
It's a commercial building, so I went out there, from 8 to 1:30. So that's what I billed her for. And then, right now she texted me that, that she feels that I was there for like 4 or 5 hours. But then I told her, well, my day starts at 8 in the morning, so it takes me an hour to get to your place. So that, I gotta get paid for that because I'm using my time, my vehicle,
Correct.
My tires are getting worn down to get to your place to fix your issues.
Correct.
And diesel, whatever. But I'm fairly new to this, man. I really never had a mentor, like a business mentor. Like I just jumped at it just because I thought I was gonna do good. I'm doing pretty good because my work's speaking for myself. I'm a guy that cares for the customer, and communication is a must for me because if you didn't communicate, then there's more problems. Like, hey man, why didn't you call me? Because we're having issues here and there. So I think my communicating skills are pretty good when it comes to like solving problems. But like I'm 6 months into the business,
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
I watch your videos. I follow Rudy, the Tennessee guy too. So I try to keep up. Like right now, I'm like doing estimates right now, man.
Yeah.
It's just two of us right now. it's
That's
pretty
exciting
hard.
times,
But
though.
yeah,
Exciting
it's pretty
times.
hard.
You're right there.
Yes, sir.
Well,
But
first of all, I'm
that was
proud
my
of you.
little question. You know, sometimes it's pretty hard to find people to mentor you because they see you as the competition, right? So
Yeah.
I did a couple of new construction houses, and before I went into it, I asked several people that I knew, or that people knew that they were working on the new construction side. I reached out to them. I told, hey, this is my name. I just started, and I'm trying to see if you can guide me on how to charge for a new construction and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But they won't do it, man. I don't know what's out here from Texas. That's how it is right here.
Yeah. Well, Texas is still the Wild West for most parts, right? Too.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
No, but that's awesome. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I never thought, honestly, I was gonna be an electrician. I did this because I was honestly following the money, right?
Okay.
But then I started looking at things like differently because I don't know. I just was like, man, I'm already doing the job. Why not just take the extra step and then start, doing the bids and going out to look at jobs and stuff like that. But I started my electrical about counting my apprenticeship about 10 to 11 years ago.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I like it and everything. I like building stuff or whatever. It's just when it comes to like the beating, the pricing and the invoicing and stuff like that, it's very hard for me because I never was an office guy. I was out on the field, man. Like if you throw me on the field,
you can go all day, all night.
All day. Yes, sir. I can go all day.
Yep.
So being the fact that it's just me and another guy, I'm trying to see if my wife can take over the office stuff.
Yeah. No, bro. It's so funny that you say that because once again, so many people go through the same thing, and it's cookie cutter. We said that before. We're more connected than ever. We got Instagram, we got texting, we got internet.
Yes, sir.
Yet at the same time, we're so disconnected with everybody because everybody's going through the same problems and no one's talking about it.
Yeah.
You're not the only one who went through that. Everybody has gone through that.
Yeah.
And that's what's so interesting, especially when it comes to opportunities like these in the skill trades, because so many people, like you said, already went through it and we can learn from them.
Yes.
I'm only 6 years in and there's so much more I can learn. I know it is.
Oh, yeah.
But those first 5 years, bro, you're going to learn every single thing. And what you said right now is, once again, how can you stay growing in your business? But it's so difficult because you're such a hard skill person. Like swing a hammer all day, bro. If my wife gives me permission, I can be 9, 10 o'clock at night, just working all night. And I'll be like, babe, I'm working. She's happy. I'm happy, And then you start getting on the backlog, bro. So not to jump into anything, but we're working on our first ebook and that's going to be done. And I literally talked about that. But there's a video we just published on YouTube, and it's called How to Develop Soft Skills, the emailing, the communication, the invoicing in a hard skill dominated industry. So I'll send it to you afterwards. I literally just posted it last week, Monday. So it's exactly what you're talking about. But in our book, we started talking about that too. How, once again, I put myself in a very bad position because I was just working on jobs. Yes. Customers would say, hey, change order. And I would just fix it. And I wouldn't write down, hey, change order 1.
Yes.
Hey, I need you to do this. Not a problem. Like you said, I was the worker. I couldn't win anybody over on the job site. But when it came to paper, everyone's like, this guy's a slob. This guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Yes, sir.
And I was over here, bro, I'm telling you, I know exactly what you're talking about. And I put myself in a very bad position. I don't want to jump too much into the book, but there's not a lot of you lot of you here. But brother, my lowest was I was 125K in the hole. Wow. 125, all because I didn't send invoices and change orders.
Yeah.
124 people. I was so hungry for work that people would be like, hey, I got a project. Not a problem. I'll start. Once again, work. I didn't even ask for a deposit.
Yeah.
I put myself 100 to the point, brother. I was at a job site and the fire marshal came to my house to evict my wife.
No way.
That's how, bro, I missed 6 months of mortgage because I'm over here like, what's going on? I'm working. I'm busy. And it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So I don't want to give.
I can relate to that, man, because I even told my wife the other day, like, man, I feel like I'm working my ass off, and I just don't see that the difference that you're expecting whenever you go to business, right?
Yep.
I guess, like I said, I never had, like, I think I'm the first one out of my whole family that owns a business, you know? So I'm, like, basically just winging it, man, you know?
Wow.
I'm learning as I go, basically. And asking around, you know, people that will help. I ask contractors and everything. So all this is, like, new to me.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is new to me, so sometimes my headaches are like a skyrocket all the time. But
bro, just look at in the comments. You're not alone.
Yeah.
Look, 250,000 in debt. Double what I did. I don't even know how he survived. I almost died. I was at 125 and bro, I was like, oh no, I'm going bankrupt. I got to change my name. I was freaking, bro, stressing. This dude was double. And the same thing, busy working in the field. You see? You're not alone, bro. You're not alone. So many people go through the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know where's my other book. Oh, my wife's reading the other one. Patrick Bet David. Did you hear about him yet? My mentor?
No, not yet.
Oh man. I'm gonna give you some information on him. He's an awesome dude. Awesome dude. Working with him more than a year now. He blew my business up. His mindset is on another world. But
right now I'm in the lookout for like a guy that can somehow release me from the field a little bit.
Yep.
So I can start learning on the soft skills, you know?
Yep. I'm going to send you that video. You look at that video and then you tell me what you think. Okay?
I sure will, man, because I really need to.
It's only a 7-minute video.
Yeah.
A 7-minute video, and our book comes out next month. And you're gonna see, bro. We have step-by-steps on how to create systems in
business.
When
are you guys gonna do your next event? Like you did the one in California.
Where are you in Texas?
Yeah, I'm in Texas, sir.
So our next event, we're actually waiting. Our 3-day event, we're waiting on one email, and that email is going to dictate if we're in Texas or if we're in Florida.
I can fly over there.
Oh yeah, so that one's in July, but we're doing little meet and greets throughout the year. Every 7 weeks, we have another event. We have 9 per year now.
Yes. You know, like the stuff you do with events and stuff like that, that's really helpful because, like you said, a lot of people are going through the same thing I'm going, and those are really helpful because you get a lot of information, man. That is just, you know, you can boost your motivation and just, you know, keep on rolling and stuff. So I'm really interested. I'm gonna try and make it to the next event for sure.
No, we're gonna definitely keep in touch after this live. I really want to see you get everything squared away. That's because once you start doing that, that's when the different aspects of business start clicking better. You know what I mean? Because then you start buying your time back. Then there's no more hiccups because you already when there was a guy I went with and I showed him what systems are. Basically, it's your go-to method. So if let's say what you're experiencing right now, you can right off the bat, I can write 2 lessons from it. Lesson 1, how to be thorough in your invoicing. If you're going to do T&M, how to be thorough. So when you go to, I'm going to do a T&M contract. In the contract, say, make sure you describe travel time is included. Make sure you include going to the store or just have a regular call out fee. So you know what to do now. Second lesson is how to respond to a disgruntled customer. Set a meeting 101 with the homeowner to explain that. So just like that, you now, let's say 6 months from now, you have a customer saying, I'm not paying for that. Now you go to your book and you go, how to handle that. Now you know what to do. And guess what? Now you have an employee. If he experiences that, you go, hey, bro, go to page 13.
Yes.
What? Now he knows how to do exactly what you're going to do.
Heck yeah, man. And you know what? Thank God, man. Like, ever since I decided to go on my own, I've been busy. You know, I've been busy. And the thing is that I let my work speak for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I value the customer, and I try to save as much money I can to the customer and materials. Yep. So when I have, it's so weird because when I have a customer, you know, complain about the invoice, I feel like, man, do they not see that? They
don't know. They genuinely don't know. It's not you. They genuinely don't know. Their perception. Remember, every time you go to the DMV, every time you go to the mechanic, you're already thinking, oh my God, they're going to, you know what I mean? They're going to take advantage. That's just natural human behavior. Even if you're genuinely, you can break it down for them, black and white, and they're still going to have those feelings. So it's not you. Don't take that personal.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I just, you know, I thought like people will, hey, you're right. You know, like we did the same thing. Like you say, we go take our car to the mechanic. You know, we're always thinking, oh shit, you know, they're gonna start buying. Oh wait, you need to change these. You need to change that. And you know, you're right. I think I need to start thinking as a customer as well. You know, get in their shoes. Yeah. That's why I told the lady, look, let's sit down one-on-one and come up with a solution. I mean,
yep. And now there's different unique ways of doing that. You could not only one-on-one with your customers, but then there's mailing lists where you can keep your customers in the loop about your pricing on, hey, this is what we're doing. This is our goals, especially if you're going to raise your prices, especially if you're doing T&M and you're saying, hey, like, for example, if you're $100 an hour, next year you're $125 because you know, they're going to be like, what happened? Emailing, marketing, all those things are going to not help that the customer understands now, hey, now you're growing. Hey, let's keep in the lead. Also social media now. Do you know Ova Electrical?
Ova Electrical, no.
I'm going to send you his page also. What he just did, he just did a whole segment and he said exactly what you were talking about. He goes, I don't want to be the most expensive guy. I'm not trying to be greedy. But I need to keep my numbers afloat just so I can keep giving my guy. And he made a whole video on it saying, I want to offer my guys benefits. That's why this is my price. So it's not, hey, I'm charging you this because I want this type of lifestyle. I'm doing this because I'm taking care of my team and we got the safety equipment. We got new uniforms. So he breaks it down in his video. Now, if a homeowner sees that, they're like, dang, I feel like a jerk now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, if you can, you know, send me those videos and stuff, I'll watch them. And I just want to, like, I want to be able to solve it, you know, whenever I get a customer like that, I want to be able to solve it.
You will.
Because like I said, I didn't have a lot of soft skills.
Yeah.
I was just a hard skill guy, you know. Send me to the field, no problem. So now that I'm a business owner, I'm like, dang, so what do I do?
We talked about that in the video also, because at the end of the day, we all became blue collar because we weren't good at school. You know, like people make jokes about that, where people are like the kids who got 60s and 70s, how's the skill trades? Because it's true. We weren't good at school. We couldn't sit down. Now we're in the skill trades. But guess what? Now you're a business owner and you recognize like, oh man, that stuff was important now.
Yeah, because it's funny you mentioned the school because I only, my last year of high school, I did homeschool.
Okay.
I was not, you know, I was not a school material. I even, you know, like taking a test is very hard for me because, like I told you, I'm not a 100% book guy.
Yeah.
You know? I'm more of a hands-on guy.
Yep.
So that's true, man. Like, a lot of people didn't
other trade to work alongside.
Yep.
But no, man. If you can, I appreciate your help. I appreciate taking the call because now I know that I can, you know, get it from you and other people out there, and just to keep going, man. Just keep rolling.
There's so many guys out there that you can reach out to at any time that they'll help out. You know what I mean? So don't ever hold back. You know what I mean? Don't ever hold back. There's guys genuinely who want to help. Let's see. Landeros Electric. Boom. I just sent you the message of the video.
Nice.
So once you jump off, you're gonna see it, bro. It's only an 8-minute video. Watch that video, then let me know what you think about it. Okay.
I appreciate you, man.
The same, brother.
We'll
Be
see
safe.
man. We'll stay in touch.
You too. Please. I want to know how it goes with the customer after that you have that talk. Okay.
I will keep you updated, man.
All right. Be safe.
All right. Be safe. You too, man.
Bye. That was awesome. So that was the owner of Landeros Electric, and he's out in Texas. And he just went through his first rebuttal with a customer who said, I do not think I should be paying for your travel time. So what are some key takeaways that we can take from that example? One, it's awesome that he took the jump into contracting. It's awesome that he's 6 months in and he's already recognizing the importance of soft skills in a hard skill dominated industry. It's also important and very encouraging that he's asking for help already from the beginning. So many people in the skilled trades, so many people, especially contractors, always want to do it on their own. So many people feel like they have, and that has nothing to do with grit. That has nothing to do with grit. There's so many people who just say, I don't want help. But the reality is you're never going to be a team. You're never going to be anybody who's actively working with other people better than them, learning from them. There's always so much you can learn. And then you can go down books, videos, all this stuff on business. You can take that as a mentor as well. You're just reading their published work. As an individual alone, you cannot build an empire. It genuinely takes a team. And that's what's so valuable. And if you build something, it's just going to take longer. It's going to take more efforts. It's going to take more resources. So I don't want to say you can't do it. It's just going to be that much more extreme and that much more difficult. Learning from others, working together from others, learning on how to apply and take action on this stuff is the key to success. That's what was awesome about it. But now we go back to Landeros. And so he has a rebuttal. The first thing he has to do is work on those soft skills because he said that's why he's lacking in his business. He can work all night, just like us. I guarantee you a lot of you guys can just work all day if you were given the opportunity. But when it comes to soft skills, having that communication, that clear direction, those clear take-home notes, those clear action items, those clear pointers, key highlights that they need in the contract. So the homeowner goes, okay, that's what we're charging. That's what you're paying for. This is what the bill is going to be. I understand it. I approve it. Cash out. Those are so many things that we have to work on the back end of the office. And sometimes we get so tied up in the work itself. We get so tied up in looking for work. We get so tied up in wanting to leave a lasting impression that we put that stuff on the back burner or we don't even pay attention to it at all. And then just like flying Polish sausage, just like myself, that's how you start digging a hole for you guys. In digging a hole for yourself. And just like myself, going 125 in the hole, flying Polish sausage, it's 250 in the hole. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. How do you get out of those scenarios? You have to put yourself back into uncomfortable situations to learn, to pivot, to adjust, and to grow. For the most part, none of us are born rich because then we wouldn't have these problems. You would be learning from somebody else. So the fact that we're all going through these same phases of contracting, and yet we have Instagram, we have social media, we have texting, we have internet, we are so disconnected. How is there somebody in Texas going through the same issue as somebody who's going through it in California, New York, and they don't even know each other? Let's open it up to communication and working with each other to help each other out. That's what the industry needs. That's what this school's about. This is what we want to continue to do. Having individuals like that reach out, ask questions. Now he knows his next step. He knows what he actively has to do. And now once he figures that out, makes the systems for it, it's on repeat. It's on the back burner. When that issue pops up, he knows where to go straight back to it. Just like what we talked about. From that one takeaway, we already got 2 lessons. How to price yourself, how to write that down on your estimate, and then secondly, how to handle a disgruntled customer. I'm pretty sure with that one example, you can make 5, 6, 7 different systems just for that one customer. Just for that one customer, you can have 5, 6 takeaways. Right off the top of the head, we already got 2 because those are things that I already have in my book. My number 1 page that we keep going back to is how to handle a disgruntled customer. Someone always, some shape, way, or form gets upset, How do we handle it? We gauge it on a 1 through 10. 10 is like shit's about to hit the fan. 1 is like, all right, they were a little upset that we were like 10 minutes late. There's order to that operation for ourselves. We have everything from a freaking gift basket to a gift card to how to find our contract, a general contractor to like rewrap a house to paint, for damage control. There's systems for every single issue that you can possibly run into, and that's what we want to make sure you guys are equipped with. You guys are dealing with assholes. That's page 12, bro. Page 12, how to deal with them. But it's just so funny. And you guys are amazing. The simple fact that you guys jump on, take some time, even after work or during work, depending on where you're located in the U.S., to take 5-15 minutes out of your time just to have these conversations truly means a lot. Can't wait to keep growing with you guys. This is what it's all about. As long as there's even just one person interested, we're going to keep growing in. But I'm very excited for everything that you guys are up to. I can't wait to see the outcome of that stuff. Can't wait to see people keep growing. You guys are doing amazing things. Just keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. We're going to go to some of the questions now because the comments have been popping off. That's true. Customers not all think everyone is out to get them. My man, my brother, how you doing? They realize only once you break down the wall that you're not doing the honest and you charge for your time. Let's see who else. I read and listen to more books now than ever. Yep. Books, especially if you want to grow in business, books has been our second nature. Like, I don't know if you guys know, I work with PBD a lot and I work with him every month. And this dude gives me a book and I have follow-up calls where that individual, his name's Leo, gives me another book. I'm reading back-to-back books, 2 books a month. By the end of the year, we're over here doing 24 book reports. I'm a grown-ass man and PBD makes me write book reports, like if I'm back in school. Once again, it goes back to like, and then guess what? If I say, hey, I'm blue collar, I don't like classwork, he's gonna be like, then get fucked. You know, I don't need to work with you. You know what I mean? That's exactly what he's gonna say. So it's like things like that you got to keep in mind, you know. But we got some comments like, Ortega, how do you get away with not wanting to do work for someone? How do you get away with it? You overbid, or you just don't respond to them? How do you not go on that date with that girl you don't like? Yeah, bro, there's many ways. But then if you're in business, you want to make sure you say, hey, right now my schedule's full. Remember, that goes back to a soft skill problem. Have that open dialect, have that open communication. You know what I mean? So those are opportunities for you to show leadership, because you want to let them know, hey, if an issue comes up, how can you now save that relationship? But right now, you're not in a position to help them with that one issue. He's always doing that. I tried, he keeps calling. Oh, you told him actively no? SLS response is still my favorite. SLS response is still my favorite. What happened in SLS? I think I forgot it. My mind was like this that whole weekend. Tell them you are booked for months. Tell them you're booked for a year. All these guys are crazy. But how you doing, bro? Good to see you, man.
Not bad, dude. Just got off the phone with somebody for a little sub panel.
There you go. You're not stopping, my man. When are you? You're still ready for 6 months, right? Give it to the baby and then jump.
Yeah,
bro.
Haley's looking into the homeschooling stuff.
Yeah. Oh, dang. You guys are going all in then. All in. You're getting him out too?
No, yeah. We'll just keep the kids. So we'll save a bunch of money from the childcare and then the private school.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yep. Okay. But you got to make sure he's still staying active, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like you're gonna sign him up for stuff just to like meet other kids, right? Because that can go south real quick, bro. Like COVID, I'm pretty sure you two and Charlie, right? With my oldest, you know, she's social, bro. That first 2 months, this girl was like, didn't want to talk to nobody after that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to keep those kids active.
I was looking at some pictures of the sub panel this lady sent me.
Yo, I've been hitting this thing every day this week. This stuff is that new. Yo, this thing don't fade, bro.
She's in Long Beach, right?
Yeah.
panel's not grounded. The sub panel's not grounded. She lives in some condos.
Detached structure?
Huh?
Detached structure? Or it just
No.
never had a ground?
They never had a ground. There was like 5 condos, tied all in the same building. And the pictures I was looking at that she sent me, there's no grounding in the sub panels. So I'm thinking it could turn into a nice job.
There you go. There you go. Let me see. Yo, that was crazy. There was this one kid. So Flying Polish Sausage. He goes to PBD's events also. My man, how you doing, Killer? So we went to Mar-a-Lago and we had a meeting where there was a whole bunch of us. It was a few of us, and we're doing a CEO mastermind. And there was this one kid out there who made his first mill, right? And dude thought he was King Kong. And PVD was like, you ain't shit here. I was like, yo, this kid is wild. So Flying Polish Sausage was there. Dude, oh man. It was bad. This kid. You have to stay grounded because there's always so much you can learn. But this kid, bro, he went in. PBD gave him his book. So you know how I talk about systems a lot, Nick? So every company should have, like, eventually, as you keep growing, you have your own playbook of systems. Hey, what do you do? How do you handle it? That's like the holy grail. Because when you go to sell your business, if you have systems like that, people buy it because you're basically replicating the owner, right? So if you have that, it's gold, bro. And PBD goes, you know what? Goes in his bags and takes out his book for his company. Value Tank. And he goes, look at it, and gives it to this cat. And he's like, nah, I don't need it. And everyone's like, what the hell? Like, yo. And then PBD's like, what do you mean you don't? Like, you don't? People are like, yo, I'll take that book. And then he's like, nah, why? And he goes, no, I don't have an issue with that. He goes, yes, you do. I'm telling you right now, that's your issue. It's systems. And he goes, yeah, no, but it's more soft skill. Soft skills lead to systems, dude. Like, read the book. Nah, I'm good. Read the book. And the kid, dude, this kid was like 30-some, and he was just saying, nah. Dude, there was grown men like, yo, I'll take that book. Can I keep it? Can I keep it? And he was like, nah, man, you. And then he goes, let me guess. He goes, how long you been in business? He's like, oh, like 10 years. He goes, how much you made? He goes, I just made my first mill. He's like, congratulations. That's a milestone. And then he goes, but guess what, son? He's like, what? He goes, you ain't shit here. He goes, that dude's sitting on 250 mil right now. That dude sold his second company for $2 billion. He goes, what the hell? He goes, how cute. And then, like, he was like, yo, how many other kids are in this class, in this thing, who just made like their first mill? And I'm over here like, nah. I'm like, nah, son. I was like, dude, this dude was wild. And what was crazy, the whole weekend, Flying Polish Sausage, he kept bringing it up. True or not? Dude, look, that PBD kept bringing it up the whole weekend. Like, so the next day, we were doing this, and he was like, yeah, so guys, we're going to develop systems, and we're going to do this, and this, but not that kid, because he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. Like, he kept bringing it back up. I was like, yo, he did not stop. And you know what's crazier, bro? A week after Mar-a-Lago, PBD made a freaking video on it, and that thing went viral. He goes, there was a kid last week. I was like, yo, that dude pissed him off so bad that PBD made a video on him. Yo, I'm like, dude, that's petty, first of all. That's yo, PBD is sitting like on 650 mil, and he's over here taking shots at this 30-year-old kid because he was like, dude, it was bad. It was bad. Like, you felt the tension. Like, the dude was like, why are you talking right now? It did not make no sense, bro. But yeah, but that guy Flying in Polish Sausage, he was there, bro. Everybody was like, yo, this kid messed up bad, bro. But it happens,
Yeah, he probably didn't even know what he was saying there, too.
Man, it was tough. It's a good example to always listen. Yeah, always listen, look up to other people. But man, oh man, it was wild. And we're gonna be back there. Oh yeah, so we were talking. What was that question? That could be our second question. So we're gonna jump in. So if you guys are just jumping on, we're gonna jump into a next question. And I got a crazy example. It's an extreme, but Nick sent me a text, and I want to know what you meant by it, because Nick, your question was, how far would you travel for a job?
Yeah, because I was, so that's what I was talking about when I went on live earlier. I was, this lady, I was looking at the, how far away she was, and I was just trying to equate, like, how much it's going to cost me to just go there. And then all of a sudden I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm doing over 100 miles in round trip. And like, it's just, it needs to be like at least like 275 to do a trip like that, I would think. Make it worth it.
And then that goes back to your own numbers. You know what I mean? First of all, also, it goes into if you're a new guy and you're hungry. Like, here's the scenario. Let's say you haven't had a job in like a month. All your accounts say 0 right now. You're taking the job, right?
No, for sure.
There we go. So in a spectrum, let's break it down. Worst case scenario, if you were dying of hunger, are you going to take the job? Yes. If you are busy, got closer jobs next to you, and people are going to pay you more, are you going to take the job? No. So you have a whole spectrum in between of, am I going to take it? Because there's a yes and no. Now there's different factors in it. Then you start going from the yes. If I'm hungry, I need that job, right?
So
but let's say you have $300. Are you still going to take that job? Probably.
Yeah.
Let's say now if you have 1 day out of the week where you don't have work, are you going to take the job? You'll probably be like, it's still not worth it. I'd rather stay home that day than have to drive that. True or not?
No,
so you see how you got to keep narrowing it down to that point of, all right, that's my point of no return, right?
Yeah.
And then when you have that point of no return, now you make that into a system. Hey, guys, if I have 3 days worth of work and a job comes in more than 50 plus miles each way, don't take the job. That's a page now, right? So now let's say a year from now, you're like, dang, I got no work, but that job's far. All right, it's not 50, it's 40 miles, and I don't have work. Let me take it now. You know what I mean? Systems is tedious because it's putting your freaking thoughts onto paper. You're already doing it, but now it's just holding yourself accountable, and now you're basically able to replicate yourself, because now let's say you have a project manager. You're out on the job, right? You're working.
Yeah.
Let's say your project manager's there, like, she goes, dang, times are tough. I don't have a job all week. Nick's going to kill me. We haven't landed one job, but there's one job 50 miles one way. She flips to that page. If we don't have work, book it. Hey, Nick, just to follow up, I booked the job already. We got it. It's tomorrow. It's 50 miles out. And you're like, oh, it's 50 miles. Like, yeah, but I booked it because we don't have nothing the rest of the week. You can't get mad because that's your system. You put that on paper. And now you don't have to deal with it. But to come up with that point of no return, that's all up to you. That's where you start breaking it down. And you're like, all right, if I have 2.5 days worth of work or less, I'm taking it. 2.5 or more, I don't need it, because I'm going to waste more money on time, expense. But then you can have a contingent after that. But let's say I have 3 days worth of work, but I charge the customer double, $500 a trip, and they say yes. All right, now you chilling. You go that, and you have a subsidized, you have an amendment to that system. But if they say no, now you know what to do. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if they're going to pay it, anybody else will go do it. For example, I told you, I have a contract with the company that I'm working for, and we're going to open up in 30 different locations in the next 5 years. By 2030, I have to operate and take care of 30 states. How many franchises am I going to open up? I don't know. Of course, some states are going to cover other overlapping states, right? So to say I'm going to be in 30 states, no. I'm going to be operating in 30 states. I might have to have 10 franchises who each franchise works in 3 different states, you know?
Oh, for sure.
That's my contract. I just got awarded that. We signed the contract. We're looking to make 30 to 50 mil the next few years. My business, I'm chilling. That's my electrical contract. That has nothing to do with the school, bro.
Yeah.
We chilling. No matter what happens, we chilling. I know we have that money coming. I know I already have that stress coming. I'm right now working on my systems so I can replicate that. The company calls us up last week, and they say, Will, we have one state that's not part of that contract. We already know you're overwhelmed with the work that you're going to have, so we're going to offer this bid for somebody else to handle. Right? But you know me. What I say?
I'll take it.
Nah, son. And then she goes, oh, but now we're trying to run some numbers. They may have a more competitive price. I said, how about this? You give me that contract. Because the new contract that I'm going to get for the channel, and I bumped our rates through the roof now. I told them I'll still work at my bulk rate right now, and I'll tackle it. And then she goes, how about this? We have 1,500 service calls. If you tackle all those service calls by December 31st, if you clear that log by the end of the year, 4 months I got, right? You got 4 months. We give you 1.25. And I'm like, bet, I'm flying in next week. I don't know how we're going to do it. I'm calling my boys up. Bro, I call Cameron, and Cameron's like, bet, we're going to Louisiana now. Bro, so there is a point of no return, but then there's also opportunities where you're like, I can't pass that up.
For sure, right? Yeah.
So now if a homeowner goes, I'm going to give you $1,000 just for that trip, you're going to be like, yo, I'm driving out. You know, shoot, make a weekend out of it. Have the job on a Friday. If they're in a nice part of town, yo, babe, we're going up there. Drop her off at the hotel, right? Have her go swimming in the pool. You go do the job. Now you're there for the night because you got covered. Now that's how you, when there's value and there's something that you can take advantage of, that's up to you to just decide on that. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. She's take the penalty. That's what I want here.
Yeah, there's some guy, the guy, Gray Bomber, saying work is work. If you had work and then it stopped, you should take it when it's available. You know? That's your brother? There you go. Bro, I ain't itemizing drive time. That shit built into the price. Man. But yeah, that's an example of what they said to me. They told me what their budget is for the end of the year. You know what I mean? You know, and other guys are charging truck roll. You know?
Louisiana when?
Sunday. Bro, I'm talking about this thing happened like that, bro.
Yeah, no.
Dude, it's wild. And then, so I'm there for the week to sign the contract in person, bro. I'm going to sign that contract in person. Cameron's coming out. If you have your Tennessee license, you can get your Louisiana license reciprocated. I have my Utah license and Utah. So we're going to do that, all the paperwork down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're going to open up, but bro, California has it down there too, bro. If you got nothing to do.
No, yeah.
If you want to, bro, I'm telling you, it's wild. I got 1,500 service calls to tackle. 4-hour minimum each job at my rate.
That's not bad.
To close out the end of the year. And that's supplemental to what we're already doing. Blueprint, happy Thursday, brother. So those are different examples, you know what I mean? So, and as you grow in business, then your needs change. You know what I mean? As your groups, your crews grow, as you start developing, you're going to recognize I got to keep my guys busy, because that's the most expensive thing. If you have your guys on the clock and they're not working, bro, you have a sixth sense. You'll be like doing something and you'll be like, I feel like something's happening. You call them up. Yeah, the material never showed up. When the hell were you going to call me about that? Oh, yeah, we were just going to wait another hour. Nah, man, the time is clicking. Go to another job. Bro, I'm telling you, you're going to develop a sixth sense. You're just going to feel when the guys ain't doing stuff. And then you just going to be following up with it. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I give it to you, though. It's going to be a fun journey, bro. And you're right there. You're right there. I can't wait. It's going to be a fun. I got 3 days left before I got to freaking pack up. And then from there, I go straight to Florida. And then from there, I go straight to California. I'm not coming home for a month.
What's in Florida?
The business conference from PBD.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Did you want to go to it? I got like 4 tickets left.
I just don't have time.
Well, you have time if you quit. You got all the time, my man. You got all the time, bro. But no, that goes back to like how many, bro, if I had that year one, bro, it would have been game over.
Hell yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. If you went there, you're going to be like, no freaking, it's word for word. He tells you what to do. If anybody on this video wants to go to the PBD, the Vault Conference in West Palm, if you get your own flight, if you get your own hotel, I'll give you a ticket to it. If you guys want to, it's a 4-day convention. I still got like 3-4 tickets left. There's thousands of people with the same. Yeah. If you guys need a ticket for it, just let me know. Boom. Nick's gone. But yeah, if you guys by any chance want to jump down to West Palm Beach and take advantage of that. Oh, what's awesome is my group that I'm going with, we have a few contractors all going together as well as part of the school. We have a lunch. We're going to be doing a private lunch, and we're going to be doing a facility tour of Valuetainment. So we're going to go take a tour of Valuetainment. So if you guys are going, if you guys want to go, just send me a message. We got a private tour. We're going to be going to Valuetainment. We're going to see his podcast studio. We're going to have lunch with PBD. Remember, he's my one-on-one mentor. I meet with him every month, one-on-one. I get to learn with him. I get to see with him. We're known as like an insider. He always sends us like gifts. Like he got us for when he's in Yankee Stadium and stuff like that. But if you guys want to go to the Vault Conference, send me a message. Let me know. If you get your flight, you get your hotel, feel free. I'll bring you on as part of the party, the group. We are doing a private facility tour of Valuetainment. We're going to check out the Vault. We're going to check out his PBD studio where he records his podcast. We're going to have a lunch with him. So it's going to be an exciting opportunity. So feel free, guys. If you guys need a ticket, let me know. Next week, we are now going to go see PBD. We're super excited for it. We're going to go get to meet him one-on-one, and we have a few individuals going to come with us. We have Stelman's going to come out. Our team for Energize Us, our CEO, our VPs are going to be coming out. We have some individuals from California who are going to be coming out, like Andy, Energen. We got Barba going to be swinging out. We have a good group that's going to be with us. So far, we're like 8 deep. I got 2-3 tickets left. So if you guys want to participate in that, feel free. Feel free. Oh, man.
Is it Mar-a-Lago?
What happened?
Is it at Mar-a-Lago?
No, it's at the convention center. In April, we went to Mar-a-Lago. Me and Flying Polish Sausage, we went to his other event, and we were at Mar-a-Lago with him.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
that was sick, bro.
What part of Florida is this one in?
It's in the same area, West Palm Beach.
Yeah.
So Mar-a-Lago is like 5-10 minute bus ride. The convention center is right downtown. Our hotel is on property though. So
that's where I used to live. I used to live in West Palm.
bro, what the hell? What happened to Jersey? So Jersey to West Palm?
Yeah, Jersey to Florida to
Vegas.
To Vegas, and then Reno for a little bit, and then back to Vegas, and then California.
Oh man, but yeah, so it's right there. So you know where it is. That we're at the convention center.
The best.
Yeah. So we're right there.
Nice.
Yep. Bro, it was so cool going through getting to meet Secret Service, you know? That was like yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. At Mar-a-Lago, that place is locked down, bro. Locked down, but it's beautiful. What I loved about SLS, what I loved about Mar-a-Lago, I got, huh?
Did you meet Trump?
Nah, his son and wife was there. Barron? Yeah, the youngest.
Yeah.
What was awesome about it was the architecture. What I love about everything, what I love about meeting up with people, you know, when you have friends over, you just hang out, you'll get a grill, right? That's you hosting. This guy built an auditorium and it was beautiful. He brought in marble from freaking Europe and built this whole hall, and that's where we had the whole event. That was his, that's his chill spot. That was like, hey, if I have people, we'll have it at the hall. Yeah. That's no backyard meetup. That was like, what type of people do you think? And this was, he was building it. He goes, what type of people do you think he wanted to invite to his house? It was prominent people. It's not a backyard cookout watching a football. No, he goes, this is the quality of people I'm going to be inviting. Kings, queens, princes. And he already foresaw that. And that's why he built that place. It's beautiful. Beautiful. But, bro, it's already 10 o'clock. I got so much stuff to do. I got to eat early morning tomorrow. We got to be on site at 7. So I'm going to wrap it up for the night. Once again, guys, if you guys have any questions, concerns, this is on Instagram Live. We're also recording on YouTube Live where we have a few people. If you guys need a replay, we had a nice conversation with Landeros Electric. What happened?
The #1 contractor on YouTube.
Nah, man. I'll be happy with number 2. I'll be happy with number 2. But we had a nice conversation with Landeros Electrical where he talked about the difference between hard skills and soft skills. Man, Ova, you late to the party, bro. You snooze, you lose, my man. But no, it's on YouTube if you want to see the recording. Okay, guys? But I appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Be safe. Love you guys. Bye.
Later.
See ya.